presented by K Jewelers. And right now we have two of the top tight ends in the league join us just ahead. As great as they are on the field, they're even better men off of it. Yesterday we took a look at friend of the show, Benjamin Watson's incredible off-the-field work. So now let's check out more on another friend of the show, Greg Olsen's amazing charitable efforts. This guy is saving lives and kissing babies, literally. Check it out.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, bud. Good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm good.
You look good. We had these special made up. They're just for the patients here at the hospital. So that's all yours. Our foundation started back in 2009. And we always thought it'd be a nice thing as a family to use our platform for something that meant a lot to us. What we've founded and what we implement is really an in-home private medical benefit company. It's entirely custom-made for that family's situation at home, the needs of the baby. The parents never see a bill. They don't deal with insurance companies. All the bills are paid directly out of our Hardest Yard Fund. And so far, the results have been really astounding.
Since 2013, Greg and Kara Olsen's Hardest Yard Fund has made a profound impact on families across Charlotte.
When our oldest son, Tate, was 8 months old, we found out we were having twins. During the anatomy scan, we found out that TJ was going to be born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. I'd known Greg for about 9 years, and it was the first time I've ever seen him cry. I remember just holding his hand and saying, it will all turn out okay. At some point, we'll look back, and this will all be okay. Now I look at the moment we are now. He has made it better. He has positively impacted so many families' lives that have received a diagnosis similar to TJ's, and I think that's so meaningful.
An initiative born out of the Olsens' struggles with their son's rare congenital heart condition has grown to transform medical care in the region. In November, the Olsens announced the Foundation's ambitious new cardiac neurodevelopment program.
We've kind of taken that approach that we were put in this situation for a reason, that we had a great ability to impact the lives of people to come, and we do that through the Hardest Yard.
The work that Greg and his foundation do is it puts things into place that let families be as successful as they possibly can. We've seen successes in health and survival in levels that are better than any place else in the country or even the world.
For Olsen, it's a more profound way of measuring success, today and into the future, long after his playing days are over.
The patients, they're so excited to see Greg Olsen. Have a Panthers player in here, sign an autograph. It takes a very negative moment and makes it positive.
Hey, buddy. What's up? Come here. Good to see you again. You look great. To bring, some joy to these families and bring a little bit of light and have them excited when they put on their beanie, it's changed our lives into better forever.
That is absolutely heartwarming. Listen, touchdowns are great, but it's the people you touch that make you a great man. Let's say good morning football to Walter Payton Man of the Year finalist, friends of the show, Panther tight end Greg Olsen, and Ravens tight end Benjamin Watson.
Right.
Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you for everything you do. Tomorrow night at the NFL Honors, you'll find out who wins the Man of the Year award. You guys are finalists, along with J.J. Watt, who joined us earlier in today's show. What would this award mean to you in the charitable causes and foundations you guys work with?
Well,
Take it away, buddy. Nope, take it away.
Well, I'll just say that we're in a league with a lot of men that are doing a lot of great things. And so for both of us, I would say, especially for me, just the awareness, encouraging younger players that this is the way to go. I remember being a young player and seeing men who were standing for things that were right, things that were good. They were standing for doing things in their communities. And it inspired me as a younger player to want to do the same thing. So part of this whole award, I think, is highlighting what the men are doing off the field, but also encouraging the younger generation. When you look at rookies and college players, high school players even, that they can make a difference in their communities.
Yeah, and for Benjamin and I to be here now for the second time as finalists, I know personally it's just a tremendous honor. Just to be selected out of our locker rooms as our team's representatives and our team's nominee, and then to have from 32 awesome guys down to 3 is just truly special. And this is causes that are very near and dear to our heart. The things that tend to resonate the best are the things that guys seem to connect with. And I'm familiar with Benjamin's story and JJ's story, of course, and I know it all came out of personal struggle or personal experience, and I think that's why people have really resonated with it and really wrapped their arms around our programs and the work that we're trying to.
You know, Greg, we just watched the amazing feature put together by the NFL Network, and Benjamin, we watched yours yesterday. It overwhelms our table. We get very emotional because we know the work that you're doing. How important is it for you and for the rest of the country to see just how many good men there are in the NFL?
I think it's important. I think so much in today's society, both with the NFL and a larger scale, people want to tend to focus on such negative. People want to find new ways to divide people. People want to find new ways to tell you that you're different from me. And I just think so many guys in the NFL, you know, they come into the locker room from different backgrounds and different beliefs and coexist and thrive together because of those differences. And each guy has a very unique story. Each guy has a story that's very, different to them. Their experiences are different. Their perspective is different. And there's so many guys across the league. And I know this week it's Benjamin, JJ, and myself, but the 32 nominees of the teams, and it goes to the thousands of guys in this league. We have a lot of special men in this league. And we're happy for 1 week to kind of carry that torch.
We all have a sphere of influence. And for us, being the National Football League, that may be wider than some people's, but we all have a sphere of influence, whether you're working at your office, whether you're a teacher, whatever you may be doing. There are people around you that you can positively affect. And so for us, it's an honor. It's an honor to be able to go into a locker room with guys, like Greg said, that are from different backgrounds, but we have a sense of unity because we have a focused goal that we work towards, and we're able to understand our differences. We have conversations that are tough conversations in our locker room that sometimes people can't have outside of that. But because we have a relationship with each other, because we respect each other on a level of humanity, we're able to have those times of understanding and move forward from that. So again, being able to represent the NFL on an international platform is really a privilege.
It's unbelievably well said. I hope you guys will indulge us to talk just a little bit of football. Ben, I'm glad you're such a good guy because I drew the short straw, and I got to ask you about the Bengals game. I'm sorry. I drew it. We did it before.
Didn't I talk to you guys about the Bengals game?
Probably.
Oh, boy.
Probably.
What about the game?
Are you done talking about the Bengals game? All right.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. Everybody's hooting and hollering because the Bills get in the playoffs, and that's fun and everything. But I want to know for you, it must have been a very difficult day, and how do you take that into the offseason? Is that going to impact your 2018 season?
Well, when you try to get out of your feelings, so to speak, at that night, there are 31 losers in the NFL, and so you are in good company. It's terrible to lose that way. We had a chance to go to the playoffs. We talked about it on the show a little while ago, just the fact that we were right there. We had destiny kind of in our hands, so to speak, and we let it go. But looking forward, you have to erase that. Every team goes through this transition time, and next year's team will be totally different than last year's team, and even after that. And so the process right now for everyone that is dealing with disappointment is to digest it, to mourn the season, because it's tough when you go through so much and you don't have anything kind of to show for it in the end, or the chance to play for the big one. But everybody goes through that, and then you look forward to the offseason. Guys are already starting to train. They're starting to formulate new coaching staffs. All those things are starting to happen. And so moving forward, you erase that, and in about a week, actually in 2 days, everybody's going to have hope again, right?
There it is, right, man. Greg Olsen, Benjamin Watson, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. And I know that an award has to be given out on Saturday, but you guys have already won because you make so many people around you feel like winners. Good luck on Saturday, and thank you for joining us. Walter Payton Man of the Year finalists. Greg Olsen, Benjamin Watson. Thank you guys, fellas.
Incredible. We've gone to talk to all three today to wrap up our week here in Minneapolis, and plenty more to come here from our set here on Good Morning Football. Earlier in the show, we have the third finalist, J.J. Watt. Now we'll have his little bro, J.J. Watt, joining the show. How well do they know each other? Stay right here. You'll find out moments away on Good Morning Football.
These players don't know it, but they're